Welcome to Fort Collins, Colorado, home to the Colorado State Rams, settled at just over 5,000 feet, and we have a game that will live up to the altitude. Today, we're set for a clash between these two rivals from the Mountain West. As we'll see, the Utah State Aggies taking on the Colorado State Rams. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Utah State lined up, ready to deliver the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Person. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Colorado State.
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
On to attempt to try. And the PAT makes it 7-0. How about that for starting things with a bang? Opening kickoff and house that baby. What a job there. They're lining up for the kickoff, and let's see if this return team can answer with a score of its own. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Aggies offense will take the first swing of the game. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Utah State up-tempo. Right back to it. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He'll throw it. Out of the backfield, he's open. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. The Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, you hate that if you're on defense. 3rd and long, you've got everybody covered downfield, and you let the running back pick it up on a check down throw. You've got to be way better tackling in that situation. That is a blown opportunity for this defense.
This Utah State offense has it going.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the offense will decline that penalty after the big play. First down and 10. Here comes the option. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. They had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. From the gun, running back on the move. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. And that is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game.
You can't miss opportunities like that. You're playing on the road in a hostile environment. You're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Just a simple power play. Power football. Be strong, be big, be physical. Make it a fourth quarter game. Make them feel you. Keep them off balance.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. To the air, it's Fowler Nicolosi. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
Oh, man, you don't see many of those anymore. Nowadays, the gloves are so good, the hands are so good. You don't see a lot of drop passes. Missed opportunity there for the receiver.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got his man on the right. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. New set of downs after that completion. The inside handoff. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Nice run there on first down. You know this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Quick pass on the fly motion. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's...
And the pass hits, picked off. Taking it the other way. The 30. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And defensive backs, you think, don't have good hands. The big fella shows it. How about that defensive back going up and getting the interception? Nice job breaking on the football. You say that's why you play defense, because you don't have hands? Yeah, I beg to differ.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Utah State up-tempo. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Safe completion on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
Well, no doubt that's where the quarterback wanted to go with the ball from jump, but better job by the defense forcing the incompletion.
This should be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. That's the end of the quarter, and Colorado State is on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Utah State.
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Colorado State takes over the Ram offense, returns to the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pressure coming. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team.
You can tell this is a pass play. He has his eyes down the field. He's looking to throw the football. But how nice is it when you got a guy like this that can scramble and go get you at first down? Just really hard to stop from a defensive perspective.
Holds and fires complete to the right. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And the Rams will move the sticks.
Really nice job on 3rd down by this offense. This offense has struggled on 3rd downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it 3rd and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
The Rams getting set on 1st and 10. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking for space, it's Henderson. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Here's the handoff. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Really nice job there of the quarterback. Reading coverage, he knew exactly where to go with the football and at what exact time. The timing could not have been better. They get the completion on 3rd down, setting up 1st and goal.
And the Rams will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. On 2nd and goal, they give it to him again. See if he's got a nose for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Will they be able to get that 1 more yard and stick it in here on 3rd down? Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Rams.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Louisville is running away with this one behind an offense that's striking on the ground and through the air with military-like precision. They're up 14 over Pittsburgh. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to throw. Got his man. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Looking to go up top on first down. He's got his man. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Utah State up-tempo. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his man. At the 20, he's got space. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Utah State.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Guys, we'll have another peek at this Rams offense. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
He's looking to throw it. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be second down.
You know, it's so important for corners to be able to transition, right? You got to have real loose hips. You got to be able to change direction on a dime. And in zone coverage, when you see the ball thrown, you can break on it and force incompletions like that.
This time, he's got his man. At the 35, he's got room. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Quarterback checking off. Looking downfield, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Motion from the offense. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. It's caught downfield. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. He's going to pass. It's complete on the right side. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Give to the back. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Now the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for the touchdown on third and goal. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab on the left. And they get him down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great scene there today in Fort Collins. It's been a fun start to this one, and this offense has really been the story. They've opened up a sizable lead, and unless something drastic changes, things might get even more out of hand. A combination of lethal efficiency, and that offensive line has been the key. They've mauled that defense and also just about broken their will. And with that, let's send it back to our team at sunny Lubick Field.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. The Rams will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner goes down. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
They go to the ground. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up second and 4. Utah State up-tempo.
Brings up second down.
Reacted well to the tip, but just couldn't squeeze the football. Instead of the turnover, it'll be third down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. First time today we've seen a punter go to work. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We will see what this Colorado State offense can get done this time. They'll run it. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to throw, it's Fowler Nicolosi. Gets it out quickly. Makes one man miss. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Second and 10 here. He's looking to throw. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got an open man. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Rams are on the move.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the...
Touchdown, Colorado State. And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the Aggies in the hurry up. The play action fake. Finds the tight end. Low man wins, and he just smashed him. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The offense in hurry-up mode. Expect some pressure coming from the blitz. They think there's room to run to the right here. Breaks the tackle. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Utah State comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football. You can tell.
Nice move to stay on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Just when they're looking run, now up top. Lets it fly deep downfield.
How about the difference a week makes for this QB? Last week, man, the completion percentage way down. Just wasn't consistent, wasn't in good rhythm. Right now, looks like he's in total control, and this offense is moving at a way better pace. Looks like a completely different team from last week.
They'll give it to the back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on 4th down. They'll try to pick up the 1st. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. The Rams come to the line in the hurry-up.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires to the tight end. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires to the wideout. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, there's something you don't see very often. The quarterback overthrowing that guy with his type of speed. There aren't a lot of dudes that have the arm talent to overthrow him, but somehow we just saw it happen right there.
Back to throw. It's Fowler Nicolosi. He's got his man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Back to the air one more time. Trying to make magic with his feet. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. And the Rams have it with a 1st and 10.
29 Philly, 2-9.
He wants to throw. Oh, no, the ball popped out. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Dude, let's go. I'm going to sit. This game was basically over, right? We just forced a huge play. Great job by the defense, giving their offense a chance now. Man, it looked like it was over. Now we got a chance. Offense, go down the field, stick this thing in the end zone. We can win this ball game still.
Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for him.
They'll give it to him again. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. In search of that tying touchdown. They've moved the chains a couple of times. It's 1st and 10 again. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Aggies are in the hurry up. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's up to 81 yards on the ground, and that's just another routine day for this guy who's been among the nation's leaders in rushing all season long. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And I understand the logic by the offense here. Obviously, you're down in this game. You're trying to claw back into it. Why not take a shot? Why not be aggressive in that time? They just can't come up with a completion.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. This is as big a play as we've had in this game. 3rd down and 3. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the Aggies are stopped, but not before getting it past the sticks.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
He's moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They not only have to deal with this defense, but the noise from this crowd on 3rd and 4. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Short gain on the play before he slides. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, going up top. Buys a little extra time. Gets away. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Aggies!
And great job executing. The offense did what they needed to do. You got somewhat of a decision here. Do you want to kick it, tie it up? I think you do with this time frame. You know, 1 to 2 minutes left in the 4th quarter. You probably want to do that, but you could push the envelope. You could go for 2 and try to take the lead.
Ready to try the point after.
Is on for the extra point.
And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the 4th. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Louisville is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up by 20 over Pittsburgh. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fast motion from the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of this versatility of the guy in that slot position.
At the 40, there he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Scanning the field, it's Fowler Nicolosi. He lost one down the sideline. Touchdown, Colorado State. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Man, how about this offense, man? They knew they needed to execute. Great play calling, great drive, put it together. Now you got a chance to go up by 7 late in this ball game and then let your defense go on the field and seal it for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it with an explosive play in the passing game, scoring from 47 yards out.
Return goes out of bounds.
Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. And they're going to have to fight this defense, and they're also up against it with time, Jesse.
Yeah, no doubt, Reese. And this quarterback now, he's going to have to show off his poise, David.
And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. The Aggies headed quickly to the line. On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. It's Black. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Quarterback adapting. Still on his feet.
Talk about saving your best when the moment is the biggest. Nice job in the fourth quarter. Been grinding all day. Made the biggest run of the day when it counted the most. Picked up the first down in a pretty close ball game.
Right down the middle. Wide open downfield. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. They're bringing heat. Oh, the ball popped out. That's a way to mess up a drive. And he gets the fumble back, but that clock is still an enemy. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of